What you mean? Ayy, I like hundred, nothing in between. Bad little baby, think I met her overseas. Ayy, she wanna go out shopping every week. Fendi, Gucci, Prada, now she rockin' double C's. Ayy, the way the back came in is like a dream. Levante, all that 40 with a V.
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is QB. On this channel we vlog our life about trucking and we just discuss different topics about trucking. In today's video I want to go over with you guys my personal expenses of buying a box truck and everything I paid for, just to give you guys a gist of some things you might have to pay for if you're buying a used truck. I think new trucks are a little different. You won't have to pay for some things, but I just want to give you guys numbers, my personal numbers. Everybody's numbers are going to be different, but in this case this is my numbers and you'll be shocked of what you might have to pay for. And trust me, the numbers get crazy, and my number could have been a lot higher, but most of the work I do on trucks is me and my dad, so I don't pay for labor. We do the labor ourselves. We buy the parts and we do it ourselves, so that saves me thousands of dollars right there. So when you're buying a used truck and you have to pay for things that you thought was okay, because for instance you might buy a truck and they say everything's fine, but you need to change the brakes, tires, little things here and there. So just keep that in mind, and here are some numbers. So let's get into it. First expense, it's obviously going to be your truck. Me personally, my truck was $6,000. I know you're thinking like, oh my god, $6,000, you got so lucky. The reason why I got my truck for $6,000 is because it's an older truck, but it's still value was over $15,000 for the truck with the miles on it, and I got it from a family friend. That's the only reason why I got it for such a cheap amount. But 9 times out of 10, when you go buy a truck and you're going to look at these 2014, 2015, 2013, in this market right now, you're going to be spending over $20,000 easy on a truck, and it gets ridiculous. So keep that in mind. So $6,000 for my truck. Next, when I got the truck, it needed some work. First thing I did was replace the clutch because it's a manual transmission truck. So the clutch, $900, and it's crazy because my dad used to drive semi trucks and he said that was more expensive than the clutch he brought, which is crazy to me. So $900 just for a clutch. All filters, or air filters and cabin filter, whatever, came up to, what is this, $130. I got my notes right here. That was $130 for all $130 for all the filters, oil, air, you name it, $130. The oil, we had to get like 4 bottles of oil or something like that, $75. Brakes, because we the only reason why we changed the brakes because one of the wheel seals was leaking. So in order to get to the wheel seals, you got to take off the brakes. So we might as well just change the brakes, right? Brakes, $200. The wheel seals, remember, we changed the brakes and we changed both wheel seals since one was leaking. Wheel seals, $50. And because that job we couldn't do ourselves because it's a lot to change the wheel seals and brakes, we had to pay somebody to do it. The number we paid, $350, which I think is on the cheaper side compared to some shops. I feel like we kind of got over on that. Lights, truck needed rear lights. I mean, it didn't need it, but it was kind of dim, so I'm like, might as well get some LED ones. That was $30. Right? Headlights. The headlights, it really didn't need to be replaced, but like I said, it was a little dim, so we might as well just change that. $30. Right? Next, the wood in the box of the truck. It had a hole in it. Might as well change that ourselves. The wood to get was $130. Alright? Dash cam. If you're driving a truck, please get a dash camera. Please, because the way people cut you off in traffic and everything is ridiculous nowadays. So dash camera was $35. Right? Next is I brought an iPad off Amazon for $175. It was refurbished. That's the reason why it was that price. So $175 for iPad, and I was gonna use that for ELDs, but I found out I don't even need ELD because of the year of my truck. So basically bought an iPad for no reason other than GPS probably, but I basically got an iPad for no reason. Registration. Now, registration is a big thing, especially if you live in Georgia like me, because registration, when you go to register a car, truck, or whatever, you can't tell them how much you paid for the truck. They're going to value it for you. So when you go buy these newer 2015, 16, 17 trucks, right? Even though you may have got it for 15, 20 grand, if that truck is valued at $40, you're going to be paying taxes for that. Oh, it's at $40, sorry. If that truck is valued at $40,000, you're going to be paying taxes on that value of $40,000, not $15,000 that you bought it for. So keep that in mind, and that's like $2,500 right there, depending on whatever truck you got in the value, right? So keep that in mind. Insurance, another big thing. This is my numbers for insurance. I had to put $3,200 down for insurance, and I paid $1,200 a month. I'm 23 years old. I feel like that wasn't very bad because I've seen people older than me getting close for like $1,800, $1,900 for insurance. So, and I think insurance based on like your credit, driving history, which is decent. I have decent for both, so I think my rate is okay. When you get your truck, if it's not already inspected, you have to get a DOT inspection. That alone, $90, not bad. Next, I had to get my windshield replaced because it had 2 large cracks on it. That right there was $450. 9 times out of 10, your truck probably won't be. That's just something that happened to me. Your truck probably won't have a cracked windshield if you're lucky, right? Next, window wipers. You change the windshield, you might as well get new wipers with it. That was only $20 from Freightliner. Cheap. Next, I bought a Toolbox Kit, which was $60. Gloves, $15. And lastly, this is one of the most important things that you need to put aside for your truck, is your maintenance. I know when you're doing loads or whatever, you take out some money to put to the side, but you also should have money already in there started with. For me, I took $5,000 and I'll put it in an account to the side for my maintenance that I add to every week. So my number is $5,000. You could do $2,000 or whatever, but my rule is at least have money that can tow your truck back from wherever you are. If you're going OTR and you across the country or whatever, at least have money to get your truck back home if you can afford the repairs. Just have the money to get your truck back home, because that's the most important. You don't want to break down and wherever and you don't know how to get your truck back. At least have money for that. And basically, yeah, that's it. So after all that, my grand total was $18,175. I know you're thinking like, oh, that's a lot of money, but if you're looking into getting in this industry, whether you're financing or whatever, eventually you're gonna have to be spending money on a lot of things and getting your truck straight. So my number, almost $20,000. If you round it, that's a lot, but if you work hard, you'll make that money back. So yeah, if you in the trucking industry, tell me your numbers or how much you spent to get your truck running on the road. And yeah, so like I said, if you're new, don't forget to hit that like, comment, subscribe for more videos.